back at the Sanctuary of Truth. Note that I actually said it right for the first time. I was practicing last night before I went to sleep. Right, honey? Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's positioned right on the shoreline of the Gulf of Thailand. So, hang on. I gotta get this all straightened out here. I'm under a canopy because it's fargin' hot here again. Luckily, we started it bright and early, and it's 9:30 in the morning, and it's probably only, 30, 32, and you can see the Sanctuary of Truth back behind me. And apparently it is so busy here now that they've had to break it up into tour groups of English. So currently there's a Russian group going through so you can hear all the stuff in Russian. And the English tour isn't until 10:10. So we're gonna have to hide here in the shade and not melt and die while we're waiting our turn for 10:10. Stay tuned. Little bits and pieces of carved stuff that may be applied later on. And now we're into carving central. Hammer and chisel, chainsaw magic, the whole 9 yards. I think if I was to sit like that for more than 10 minutes, I'd get a cramp in my ass so bad, I'd spring off like a kangaroo. Thank you, though. Hey, we're gonna go enter this thing. We're with this group of 50 over here, and let me tell you, I'm dying out here. But that's all wood. Various levels of wood and stuff. Oh, I think I got to get back with the group here. For those that feel the need for an elephant ride, not my thing. She's yakking, I'm hiding here in the shade. Getting some close-up footage, of course, of this temple. Eventually I'll catch up with those guys, but I can say with 100% certainty I am dying out there in the sun, so I cannot hang around out there. I'll skulk my way around the edges here to catch up with them. Just so you could see the face of misery and agony. This is me now catching up with the group as I skulk along the outer edges. And we're walking. As I walk, I take video. Golly, that's impressive. That's the tail end of my group there, but hey, look at these. Doesn't that look familiar? Almost like the stuff from Siam Reap. The Monkey King and some of its other imagery. Just a little corner detail. Ooh, no, that's what I call a Romeo and Juliet balcony. Whew, I gotta get at this sun. Okay, look at me. Does it look like I'm melting? Because I am. But now that you've seen my misery, let me just turn the camera around to some of the really spectacular stuff to see. So this is just me hiding in the corner. Another one of those balconies swinging around. And I mean, check that out over there. Golly. That's amazing. I think I gotta go because I think that's my group up ahead. Stop taking some detail. So everything is carved, but they've had some type of a finish coat put on it. When I showed how those arms were stuck together, that's the one thing about those finish coats is they kind of hide some of that detail of nails and whatever. Oh, I think I gotta go. I think that's my group. All right, I'm kind of at a, oh look at this, a three-headed elephant. I'm in an open window way through here. There is a fantastic breeze coming through here, so I'm going to stop and watch the artisans chisel away at their stuff. Oh, there's a guy laying down the patterns. Obviously, this artisan doesn't require a hard hat. I'll go right in front of that artisan with the no hard hat. And I'm going to take a second here. Take my stinking hard hat off and let my bald head breathe. Just stop and take a video of this spot because this is the god of wind, and right now, with those holes over there and those holes over here and here, standing in front of the god of wind, it is very breezy and very righteous here. So we're just hoisting this big heavy chunk of wood up there, Armstrong style, because there's no block and tackle up there. We go to wide angle, there we go. And this camera, under the lighting conditions in here, just does not do this place justice. But holy shnikes. I'm going to do a couple of panos of some of these columns and catch a breeze and try and cool down some more. Okay, this is me almost at the exit of the temple. I don't know if you can tell. I'm pouring sweat like Niagara Falls. I don't know what the ambient temperature is, but it is got to be 35 with humidity of God knows what. Anyhow, we're almost at the end of this thing. It has got to be one of the most beautiful temples in the world I've ever seen. No amount of video or photos can do justice to what you see, as all carved out of huge pieces of hardwood, teak, mahogany, you name it, whatever they've got here. It's amazing to see. And the cool part is, that the artisans that you see when we were walking around taking pictures and filming, these guys are learning and enhancing their craft as we go along. I think this project, and I'll correct myself if I got it wrong, but I think this started in either 1981 or 1991 by a wealthy guy here in Thailand, a manufacturer or whatever. And this is his bit. He's now passed away, but the legacy of what he started still goes on, and I don't know when this thing is going to be complete. I don't know if I've seen more detail as to how much bigger it could get, or if it's just now down to the finer details throughout. But if you're in the neighborhood of Pattaya, Thailand, about 2 hours and 20 minutes south of Bangkok, I definitely recommend coming to see this. And if it's at this time of the year, which is early April, I highly recommend, besides bringing water with you, a cloth to pat dry any sweat that you may create, because let me tell you, it's fargin' hot here. And most of my friends know that me using the word fargin is just my way of being polite right now, and I'd just as soon not be. But anyhow, later. So it's me again. I think that's the exit. I did see Sherry and Ohm a few minutes ago. I backed over there, and then I thought I gotta get ahead of them over here. I was sitting in that chair over there when I just did my last spiel. I still haven't completely cooled down, so I'm gonna sit here for a couple seconds more. But I'm gonna turn this around in just a second, just so you can still see I'm melting. Yeah, see, this is me melting. But man, oh man, look at the stuff here. Like, holy jeez, it's just truly amazing. Oh, I should get myself back in the frame there, because I'm pretty sure it's really all about seeing me. Like, there I am. Oh yeah, right center screen. That's the way I like to be. And a little bit straight. All right, at that point, I'm going to sit here for another couple minutes, and then I'm buggering off to find Sherry. Hey, and here's the good news. I found out that we don't have to walk the 6,000 steps up that we came down. There's some type of a ride option, and bet you I'm taking that option. All right. You can probably tell that I'm in the van, and the air conditioning is on, and I got my trusty sweat cloth here, and I got completely separated from Ohm and Sherry, and I wasn't sure what to do, so I went back into where they were carving, because there was a really monstrous 5-foot fan that a guy could just stand in front of and start to cool down, because there's nothing like having 120 degree fast moving air blowing on you, because that works. But anyhow, I remember them saying something about there was a ride up, so I went to a little bit of an area and first tried to step onto a Chinese tour bus, which I was denied access. But they were kind enough to say, see the little minivans? Jump in one of those. So I did. And the guy had the air conditioning on to the max, and it was pretty goddamn refreshing. And drove me up to the top of the hill. I'm now in the van, and I was able to get the driver of the van, nice guy, to phone home and say, hey, I found shelter and I'm in great spirits and in good health now that I'm in the air-conditioned van. Yay. Okay, so here we are. Look at there, Sherry coming up through here. We got Ohm right there, and we're now heading up there. And I'm going to swing the camera around in a second. All right, there we go. That's what we've come here. You can see the girls, and all you can do it is hear my voice. See, these guys are taking a cool break here. You can hear it in my voice, because it's hot. And what are those? Oh, those are nice nagas. There we go. But what are those? Those are steps that we have to climb to go see the big Buddha. So rather than watch me aspirate, I'm gonna get to climbing, and then I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, so we're at the top, and rest assured, my friends, it is unbelievably hot up here. Like, holy moly. But let's tour around, and I'll give you the general scope of things, and then I'll take a couple of hey, these guys are cool. I gotta see, I think they would look really good on either side of my driveway entrance. Once again, beautiful climbing or reclining Buddha, and I have a soft spot for those guys. Of course, we've got the happy fat Buddha. We're all wondering, should I do it? Yes, I should. Poke of the finger in the belly button. I don't know who that guy is, but I'm gonna say he's one of those monks that have done that whole, they basically self-mummify themselves. That's an entirely different conversation. I'm guessing at that though. And so obviously we're at the top of this thing, so let's take a look while we're up here. So as I get to the point of the corner here, it's become quite breezy. I apologize for the sound the winds may be making, but there you go, the Gulf of Thailand, and the incredibly busy town of Pattaya. We were pronouncing it Pattaya before, but we've been tuned in by the locals and it's Pattaya. And we're looking back there at the backside of the Big Buddha. So on that, Sherry wandering around the heat, she is already confessed she's done, as am I. It's unbelievably hot. I think we know that it's, when we got out of the Sanctuary of Truth, it was 32, feeling like 41. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but it's probably, like I said, 35. So you guess it, eh? It's hot. So anyhow, I want to grab a few stills and we'll get back. Oh yeah, I'm back again. Take note of this object right here. So from all the videos we've done before in the past, when I'm standing in front of one of these things, what do? It's hammer time. Let's hope I do it justice and not hurt myself. Oh, that's a perfect strike. Oh, look at the vibrations. Awesome. That is just so cool. That's Sherry, she's heading down. She's had enough of this heat. On there beside her. I'm about to join the ranks of stepping down. I'm gonna get a nice picture of that Naga coming back up. Down we go. The steps are many, but they're relatively shallow. There, you get to see it in the background. And we continue the downward trek. Sherry's knee is giving out on her. I'm gonna have to trade her in. You're doing a good job, honey. Say hi to the people. As I cut in front of her, Speedy Gonzales that I am. Quick turnaround, here she comes. You can do it. She's gonna slap me, I gotta go. Okay, honey, I'm gonna go down to the end because I want to get a big long Naga shot, and I know you don't care about that, but I want to quickly get down, turn around, catch Sherry coming down, and get that long Naga shot into boot. Okay, here's me turning around. Sherry coming down. Well, that concludes the video portion of the Sanctuary of Truth. I hope that you can feel the kind of suffering that was going on with the oppressive heat in the region. But we did have a really good time, and it is something amazingly spectacular to see. So coming up, we're going to show you a series of still photographs, some from me, some from Sherry, because sometimes video you just don't get some of the really close-up detail. And then after that, you'll see pictures from when we went for lunch at the chocolate factory, which was a really wonderful experience. And then there'll be some outcrop pictures where Om tried to kill us once again in the oppressive heat. Here we go. So this is us just arriving, and we're, like I said in that earlier video, we're hiding under this canopy. But note how some of the pieces of the statue are put together, just bent nails, bent over and then hooked over with another nail. I just thought that was kind of a neat feature. Yeah, here's Sherry goofing off again, trying to complete a tour with her eyes closed. You know, it's not possible. So this panoramic view that you're looking at here was the last thing that Om wanted to show us. We were pretty much baked and done, but it was a spectacular outcropping, and she wanted us to see it. And so off we went to look at the view. Sherry took this awesome panoramic thing. It only took us a handful of seconds to get the photo, and then, okay, we were done. We wanted to get back to the air-conditioned vehicle and start heading on back to Bangkok. Thing was that the driver had put himself in a position where she couldn't text him anymore, and we're melting in this place, and she can't get through to the driver to get us out. So like I said, just almost died here, but we're okay. Thank God he finally got the message and came and took us away, and on our way back to Bangkok we went.